Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another Pokemon Showdown match. Two matches actually. Today we'll be playing OU. I made a new OU team on my work computer because I had a day where I got a bunch of classes canceled and I was bored and I forgot to save my old OU team that I have on my laptop. So I started from scratch. Basically, I just want to use Terrakion because he's my favorite thing in OU, and I get to use Bad Horse because it's my favorite nickname that I've ever given to anything. So I started with Bad Horse the Terrakion, and the rest of the team kind of fell into place from there. Wanted to use Sand because weather is good. Didn't want to use Rain. I did that. I'm kind of over it now. So anyhow, I'm going to be up here at the top. This is me this time. My opponent down here at the bottom. Looking at his team, some pretty scary stuff. That Breloom kills everything I have fairly easily. And this match caused me to realize that I have a very large Breloom weakness on this team, which needs to be addressed. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but I probably should do that. Other than that, Latias can be a little scary, Gengar can be a little scary, but Tyranitar does help check both of those things, hopefully. And he has a Landorus as well. The theme of this episode is kind of Sheer Force Landorus is awesome. Not so much in this match, but definitely in the next one. You'll see why. So, yeah, let's get into the match. He's going to lead with Fortress. I'm going to go ahead and lead with Jabberwocky the Tyranitar just to get Sand up, and because I thought he might lead with Fortress. So I'm going to Fire Blast it right off the bat. Wasn't too worried about getting my rocks up, just wanted to almost kill that thing, and now as he switches into Heatran, I'm able to get my rocks up for free. That kills the Fortress. He can't spin anymore because as soon as he comes in, he will die. He shows me that he has Sunny Day, though, which is really odd choice for a move, but it works for him here. Gets rid of my Sand. Gonna force me to get Jabberwocky back in at some point, but I do have a Heatran of my own. Mine has Earth Power, so it makes a great check to opposing Heatrans, but unfortunately, I do allow Breloom to switch in here, and that is not good for me. I'm forced to Sleep Fodder Jabberwocky, which I didn't want to do, and then I'm forced to kill off Alibaba, which I definitely didn't want to do. And now I go into Scissor because it's the only thing that can survive a hit from Breloom. But I make a really stupid mistake here. I go for Superpower. For some reason, I didn't think Bullet Punch would kill it, or I thought he would outspeed me. This comes down to the problem, my biggest flaw in competitive battling, that I don't know speed tiers still. So I had no idea who was faster if I went for the Bullet Punch there, and that was dumb. I just took a ton of damage that I didn't need to take, but I did at least kill the Breloom, and now he is in his Landorus as I go into Grindylow to kind of block him. You know, Landorus does do a ton of damage, but I get the burn. That helps. It actually ends up causing a double down, so I'm going to Death Fodder Ryu here, the Scissor, just to get switch initiative. I get to see what he wants to bring in and then switch in something appropriate. He goes into Gengar. Turns out that Gengar is scarfed. Thank God it missed that Focus Blast. Not sure if that would have killed me or not, but that was scary. And now Latias is in. I just switch in Jabberwocky here for Death Fodder. At this point, I'm pretty confident in my ability to win. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think I can do it. The main thing is, though, that Jabberwocky is useless. I was hoping he would wake up and maybe I could get a Pursuit off there, but that doesn't happen. So here I go into Heatran, melt down the Heatran, which might seem a little strange, but I didn't want to go into my Choice Scarf Terrakion and lock myself into X-Scissor if he ends up switching in Heatran. I want to get residual damage on this Latias so that I can take it out with a close combat, and Toxic if I need it. So I actually predict the recover there, get the Toxic for free, and that works out great for me. He does switch his Heatran into Flamethrower here, as I'm obviously just staying into Death Fodder Meltdown, but I do carry Earth Power on my Heatran. It makes it a great check to opposing ones, and I outspeed him here, which is amazing. End up taking him down. I predict the recover again, get up a sub, and at this point he's just going to forfeit because the match was over. I don't blame him for doing that at all. Even if he killed Meltdown, Choice Scarf X-Scissor is the end of Latias, so that's going to be the first match. Let's get into the second match. I am down here on the bottom like I'm supposed to be this time. Same team. My opponent has a lot of really scary stuff over there. The most scary thing on his team is this guy right here, Mamoswine. Mamoswine just kills all of OU. It threatens all of it, and it's not fun, and my team does not like it. It kills, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of my guys. Mamoswine by himself kills 4 of my guys, if he gets Terrakion on a switch. So, that's no good. On top of that, Dragonite's always a big threat in OU because it's Dragonite, and it's kind of King Dragon now. And Alakazam, kind of scary as well. I have a couple checks. Terrakion outspeeds it. Scissors got priority. But other than that, it's pretty scary, as it can do a lot of damage to quite a few members of my team. So let's go ahead and get into the match. Seeing that he has a Tyranitar, I'm not going to lead with mine. He must have thought the same thing, so we end up with a Gengar versus Meltdown scenario. I go for the Flamethrower here as he subs up. Now I'm predicting him to go for Disable, since that's normally what happens, but he makes the right play, subs again as I switch into Jabberwocky, but then he shows me Giga Drain, which is really strange. I guess that's his coverage move, and I don't understand. It doesn't do any damage. It seems like there would be better options, but it's fine with me because it's going to mean that I can actually take a turn here to set up Stealth Rocks, and then just start pursuing him. At this point, I'm fairly sure that he does not have Disable. He hasn't used it yet, and I don't want to miss more Stone Edges, so I'm just going to start pursuing things. Figure I can switch to Stone Edge if I have to, but I want to break his sub. Yeah, but after he doesn't disable the first one, it becomes definitely sure that he doesn't have it, and so I'm free to just pursue it until he dies. He did have Pain Split. Whatever, I don't care. I got rocks up, I killed Gengar. That's pretty much all Jabberwocky's going to be good for this match, so I just leave him in his death fodder here. Scissor goes for the superpower. I guess maybe he thought I might want to go into Terrakion, but that's going to give me a free switch into Alibaba, the Landorus, and now the murder starts. Sheer Force Landorus, guys, it kills everything.
We could kill everyone.
It just one-shot Mamoswine, Dragonite, no problem, after rocks, of course. Basically, at this point, Alibaba kills his team. Anytime I get to switch into him, one of his guys is going to die. So that's fun for me. And I'm just going to start sacking stuff so that can happen. Here, Tyranitar is in. I go for the substitute, and he actually lowers the stats with superpower, so that's great for me. It means, look at that, another free switch into Alibaba. So it's time for something to die again. Just going to fire off that stab Earth Power. Oh, look, there's Scissor. Bye, Scissor. Now, really, the only thing he has that I need to worry about is Alakazam. Go into Grindylow here, as he makes a nice prediction, goes for the Shadow Ball. That is going to mean that I die. Especially the Psyshock hitting on my defensive side is not going to help. I make a really dumb play going into Meltdown here, instead of just going right into Ryu to threaten him, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's not a big deal in the end. I do predict the switch here and get the U-turn out. I was fairly certain he wouldn't be able to one-shot Scissor, and then I could U-turn out to break the sash if he had it, and Bad Horse would outspeed him at that point and kill him with whatever I wanted. So that is going to be the match. We get to see Alibaba destroy some guys, and Bad Horse got to sweep. So good stuff. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Check out the links in the description and subscribe if you haven't done that. That would be fantastic. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have more coming your way shortly.